Hey everyone, Seth here. I wanted to make an update video because it's been a while and I've been really stressed out, so I haven't been online very much, and I apologize, but life has been crazy, honestly. Um, so yeah, this is my voice, 17 weeks on T. Um, Change-wise, I have tons of facial hair now. And when I mean tons, I mean it's actually growing in. Um, all of this, like my sideburns are growing in, and I have hair all this whole area, like all of this is furry, like and then it's kind of coming in really here, and then it's really like stronger chin wise, and then my mustache. Um, Most of it's blonde still, but I'm getting hairs coming in through here that are dark, literally brownish. So it's possible I'll have a brownish, reddish beard, which is going to be really funny. I shaved once. I've been using an electric shaver, um, the little small one, because acne is a bitch. It's bad. I mean, it's only confounded by the fact that I'm really stressed out, so that's not helping, but my whole face right here is just acne. So the idea of putting a real razor to my face, just no bueno. No me gusta. Not happening. Not at all. So, I was debating whether or not I was going to do no shave November kind of thing, but it's at an awkward phase of growing, so if I just don't shave it for a month, it might look really bad. That's my girlfriend. um, oh yeah, I am supposed to start going to an FTM support group once a week, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. I'm kind of nervous. I don't really know how that's going to go. My counselor really wanted me to go because I've been having a lot of mood issues and some problems with my depression flaring up. I'm very emotional lately and really depressed, which has sucked. Worst part though is that I don't really notice it. Before I have depression and anxiety disorder and ADHD, but I was aware that I was depressed, and now it's kind of strange because it just seems normal in my body, which is frustrating because I don't like it. And I've been really, really hard on myself and too critical about myself, so that's not helped with a lot of my self-esteem issues and self-confidence. I don't really have much confidence in myself anymore. I don't really know what happened. I'm working on finding that again. Um, it's weird because, before you go on T, they tell you that you're going to have mood swings or changes in disposition and all this crap, and you can't really prepare for it. There's really nothing you can do to prepare for it because no matter what you set up and what you plan for, it's within you and you don't even notice it half the time. It's a really weird feeling to realize that you're not really as aware of yourself as you used to be, and you're kind of not in control. And I'm struggling with that. And my therapist also says I'm struggling with grieving for who I was, which really makes sense, which is why she wants me to go to the support group. Because starting T, I'm a completely different person to most people. Being read as male almost all the time, being seen as just another guy. I'm nothing special. And people not knowing that I'm trans in a lot of spaces, it's a new experience. And I'm not used to it. I mentioned it multiple times, and I'm going to keep mentioning it because there are still moments that I forget that people see me as a guy. And it's really, really strange. And there's a bit of cognitive dissonance going on because I knew who I was, I know who I am, but for so long that was invisible. And all of a sudden, the identity that I felt within is visible. And the invisible part is my struggle, because people look at me and they don't assume that I'm trans, and they don't assume that I have issues or that I struggle or that I'm not privileged. All they see is a white cis male. And that's weird. It's weird for me. I've I've never been that way. I've never been the powerful. I've always been weird, and I still kind of am. Well, I still am completely, but visibly I have piercings, and that makes me weird enough. But in terms of the way people just straight up see me, it's a paradox. Because I love it. I'm so excited. I mean, I'm still surprised by people using male pronouns instantly. It's a wonderful surprise. But every once in a while it catches me off guard, and I'm like, oh yeah, like this is how you see me. That's really cool. But then I'm struggling with the idea of being outed, because before I was genderqueer, and I still am, since I looked more ambiguous and androgynous, when people heard my voice, they were like, oh, girl, or they're like even more confused. Now they just assume I'm a guy, and it's scarier to be outed when someone was, in their mind, sure that you're a guy, to be outed as trans, versus being androgynous and someone thinking you're a guy but not really being sure, and then being outed and they're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Because now it's more definite, and people, I feel, are more hurt, which is really weird. It's an odd concept, but it's the idea of tricking someone with your gender or how you identify. Like it's a trick, like, haha, I got you. No, it's stupid. Um, but it's harder for people to accept, and it terrifies me, because the natural confidence that I had before, being androgynous, being genderqueer, and male identified, I had a set of a sort of confidence, because I knew who I was, and didn't matter what anyone said. I mean, of course, it affected me some, but I didn't give a shit, and I was me. And now I kind of lost that confidence, because so much is changing and so much is different in my mind and in my world and the way I'm perceived. I don't feel very confident in my position, because people see me with power, and I don't understand that power. I don't understand the place that I stand in. It's been difficult. It's been really difficult. I love tea. I love what it's done. I'm so happy. I'm just struggling right now. I don't regret anything about tea, and I don't plan to stop. I just need to get through this. This is my voice, 17 weeks on testosterone. And I love you all. Stay strong, because it's a difficult fight, but it's worth it. Things will get better.